Hello, my beautiful Homo sapiens. This is going to be another amazing interview, and I can't wait for you guys to watch it. But this intro is going to be after the whole entire interview. Sorry for that, for the mix up. Kind of special, but we're going to go to it right now. But I just want to say, quick disclosure Isaiah sadly isn't going to be in this one again. I've said this throughout this interview, you're going to see, but sadly not. Follow him again right there, boom. And my chain kept rubbing against the mic, so another disclosure. But I can't wait for you guys to watch this video. Please watch through the entire interview and please like and subscribe. I hope you guys enjoy this very much. I love you, my Homo sapiens. We're going to cut to the clip. Bye bye. Hello, my beautiful Homo sapiens. Today I'm with a super senior. Not really, but actually a senior. All right, it's going to be the first, probably not the last, because we're going to have a lot more interviewers throughout this. We have like 9 more videos we have to do. Anyway, hello, I am with Geny. Geny Shaw. Boom, pop up her images that she wants to hear all around.
Shut
Right.
up.
Anyway, we have to start this interview. It's going to be a really peak one. All right. Look at this beautiful scenery, right? This is going to be a beautiful interview. But first question, Geny. First one that we have to ask. This is with everyone, like I said, the previous 2 videos. Do you like Skyline?
Yes and no.
Yes and no. Explain.
Yes, because of teachers over the years. No, because of a lot of people.
Would you say that Elsie, your sister, would you say that your thoughts of Skyline as like a beginning high school was a good thought to have, or would you say that's changed throughout your, high school experience?
I was scared.
You're scared.
Yeah, like middle school was already rough enough, and then coming into the high school, I was like, oh
Yeah.
shit. I was screwed.
But would you say that your expectations changed throughout freshman year for
Yeah,
sure? Yeah.
yeah. During freshman year, I was like every average freshman. Everything was my mindset was everything's hard. None of this is gonna matter. And then as
Yeah.
years went by, it got harder and it started to matter. Um, I skipped a lot.
Mm-mm, don't do that.
I skipped a lot. I didn't try in any of my classes, and then sophomore year that went downhill. I had an ex boyfriend. Never again.
Never again.
Junior year, I started to lock in, and then the more I locked in, the more I realized like, okay, like this isn't as hard as I thought it was gonna be. And then senior year, easy,
Easy.
way easy,
Way easy.
way
Would you
easy.
say that Skyline's given you the best opportunities that it's throughout your entire high school experience?
I wouldn't say a lot of the staff in the building, they care more. This is in my opinion. They care more about their athletes than
We've noted it
yeah.
kind of gives that vibe.
Yeah, but a lot of the teachers there, their purpose of teaching has really portrayed them as teachers. I've had some really good teachers, and that's kind of what changed my mindset.
What's your favorite teacher, or what was your favorite teacher? What's your favorite subject?
My favorite subject is English. My favorite teacher is um for all the subjects, my like a history teacher, I really like Mr. Perez.
Mr.
He,
Perez is pretty
he's
cool.
a G.
He's a G.
English, um honestly Miss Martin. I know a lot of people have their opinions on her, but for me, she really helped me. Um for like I don't really care for science. Like I don't care for science, so I don't
Mm,
really have a favorite science teacher. But Miss Martin, Mr. Perez, and Miss Borg, I guess, for math. Miss Borg really.
I've heard that she's like a real chill math teacher.
She is, yeah, she's really nice. I've never been really good at math, but with Miss Borg, like
Mm.
everything just clicked and I got a lot better.
So would you say that teachers, especially with like their subject that they're teaching, they've done like a good job explaining it to students that have like a little bit of troubles, or at least that's what you've noticed?
Yeah. There's some students at Skyline who just don't care. But those who do really care, if they actually pay attention and just like, focus and, you know, they
Put in
might.
the work.
Mhm.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
for sure get it, but
Yep.
for sure the teachers actually do get.
The teachers are amazing. Yes. Some of the newer teachers, no.
Hmm.
They don't know what they're doing. But
Like
um just some of the new ones this year. I know, like, I don't know any of the new teachers.
Like names or
Um, I heard a lot of things about Miss Jennings.
Jennings?
Yeah, was she a geometry teacher? Do you know?
Geometry teacher? Talking about Miss Jacobson?
No, is she a new one?
She's somewhat new, I believe.
I don't know.
I
All I know is
don't.
the teachers that I've had, really, really set me in a position where I needed to be.
How would you say like the management with Skyline, like the principals, all that? How do you think they operate the school? Do you think they could do better? Do you think they can do worse than they are doing now? I say that because we've had our school canceled for a week almost because of
And
the
yep,
HVAC. I'll pop up the tests and all that they did, but yeah.
honestly, Nielsen. I really, really like Nielsen. I think he would make a great principal. Hanson. I think he picks favorites,
I've kind
including
of
my
noticed that.
sister.
I've kind of noticed that. Yeah,
Yeah, he
just a
picks
little bit, just a little
favorites.
bit.
Yeah. Newell, that's a big one. He's everyone loves him, but I think the fact that like the school being shut down, and I'm pretty sure the whole AC thing was like a whole like cover up
For
for
them,
what really happened. There was mold.
there was mold.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're
there's mold.
they're saying it was stagnant water. I'll pop up the article right here. Stagnant water. And it turns out we're breathing in mold something. I forgot what, but again, I'll pop it up. But
See, yeah, and he just I think to when it got to the point where the school had to be shut down, I think low key got embarrassed and was like, "Oh,
and they tried like kind of being shady,
yeah,
cover up ish
yep,
about all the stuff they said there.
yeah." I think he's really shady, because I think he wants to portray Skyline as like this perfect school, but the only thing perfect about it is just like they're athletes. Like I understand, with the whole intervention thing, they do care about education, but I feel like education comes second
Yeah,
in a way, you know. But yeah.
it's more about like, would you say mental health with the student? Of course, that's going to affect their learning capabilities and all that, but for sure, like try helping out with that and then education. Is that what you're really trying to say, or
So bullying has a lot to play with mental health. Like being bullied in the past, I feel like, or just like struggling with anxiety, depression that can also fall in with bullying. Um, Another thing, like, yeah, bullying. They're distracting me. Sorry, guys. Anyways, there I was friends like throughout the years of Skyline. Um, SA was there was some kid that I knew. He had essayed a girl that I was friends with, and they didn't really do much about that. Fights in school, like violence and stuff, they
do you think they go out like a with a weird way handling that? Do you think
yeah,
they like actually just like lash on it too hard when there is like a fight? There was one recently, not going to say any names, but do you think they automatically just like didn't really talk to the students and just
yep.
put fines and suspension on them?
No, literally. And just like I think that right there is just a little it's kind of BS, honestly, because like I think understanding the full story, actually watching the cameras to see who started the fight first, I think whoever started the fight first should be suspended, and like whoever else was involved with the fight, like obviously they know better not to hit back. But I think just like watching the cameras more and just being present more. Like, have you noticed like during some passing hours, like they're not anywhere in the cafeterias, nowhere in the hallways?
Yeah, not
I
really.
think more
They're mainly in the main office section, like around those halls. I'll pop an
supervision.
image so you guys know, but you guys know. Mm. But for sure, do you think what's like the biggest thing you'd say Skyline has to improve on, or you've at least you've noticed throughout the years?
Well, definitely bettering the AC,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
taking care of the school, like like just not half bleeping crap,
yeah. And then you've just brought up the football team getting most of the funding, you believe,
Mhm.
especially with just sports in general. Do you think they are really bad with that? Because of
No,
course. No, not really
I
bad.
think them funding the players, I think it's all worth it in the end because Skyline has they're really good with sports.
Yeah,
So shout out to you sport players.
but
We see you.
but would you say that they for sure have to put that funds everywhere else? Because in most our previous interviewer Gabe, he brought up that a lot of the funding he believes goes to football, sports related.
Right,
Not really
yeah.
band,
Where are their new
orchestra.
like yeah, like where do their new uniforms come from? You just can't pull that out of the ground, you know?
Yeah,
Like that yeah.
and then put that funding towards building the school up
Mhm.
more. Yeah, helping out the
Yep.
HVAC system.
Yep. Like our new mayor like literally redid the whole I think it was the auditorium at IF. Um there's not really an auditorium in our school.
Yeah,
And there's a lot of people at Skyline who really enjoy like theater related activities and
yeah, especially the students that came from Eagle Rock, since we have a big one in there.
yeah, like I think a new auditorium would do everyone good. Definitely better AC units. Um, and just taking care of the school. I understand students and making Skyline like one big old family, but like the school needs to be taken care of.
Yeah. But what would you say has been your like biggest accomplishment throughout your entire high school experience?
Graduation.
Graduation?
Yep.
Are you graduating with A's and B's?
Yep.
Yep.
I'm graduating with my seal of biliteracy. I'm graduating with a full semester of college credits already.
Ooh,
Just seeing where I've come from ninth grade to now is literally insane.
yep.
Yeah, I didn't think I was going to
And
graduate.
you are going to college, yes.
I'm going to U of I
U of I. Oh,
University. Yep.
wow! Look at that, beautiful.
Yep, I got accepted to U of I and NIC. NIC is a 2-year community college, which community colleges are a lot cheaper than universities, but U of I is a 4-year university, which most universities are, but
And you for sure recommend everyone going to college.
yes, go to college. So that way in your future you have some knowledge because you are going to need everything that you learned in high school in your future.
But how would you? What are some of your like biggest points that you give like a freshman that just came in, like to actually go through the entire high school experience smoothly, get that diploma, go to college if they decide to? Like, what's your recommendation? What's your How did Jenny pass high school?
Don't procrastinate because I know that in the interview you had with Elsie, procrastination was a question. Coping mechanisms. If you are having a hard time um, getting stuff turned in, I would set like a due date. Like if you have like a date like weeks prior to you having to turn it in, get it done that day and just turn it in. Just be done
Tackle
with
it
it.
out.
But at least try. Effort, you have to at least put effort in. You can't just be like, just write random crap down and turn it in. Like, put your effort in because you can actually learn from that. And then another thing, be make good friends, have good relationships outside of school, within the school, just so you have a good support system. But yeah, friends are really important. I had some not good friends. I mean, they were good in the beginning, but just look out for like signs. Make sure like when you're friends with someone, you know that they're gonna be the ones clapping for you and not booing.
Mm. For sure, like build a good friendship,
Yep.
build a good people around you that you know or want to be around.
Yeah, like for example, I have a friend that I was best friend, or me and her became friends first day of 7th grade, and to this day prior, we are still best friends.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
How would you recommend students and all that to try finding friendships like that? Going out more, doing new things. Like I brought up in an interview, I'll pop it over here. It's not. I don't know why it's not in my head, but going into clubs, sports.
I'm not a really outgoing person. I've never ever liked extracurriculars. Never liked those. I did try wrestling.
Were you ass at it?
I wasn't ass. I definitely don't think I didn't have the motivation that everyone else did. I'm not like into like anything extra.
But would you recommend people pushing themselves,
Yeah.
especially with
Yep.
you, like you just said, not really socially, out there and all that, but
Yeah.
at least trying, pushing yourself out there to
Effort.
make you feel better.
That's all it is effort.
Effort,
Yep.
yeah.
Effort. Don't stick with people who are gonna do you dirty, who are gonna put you down, like even in a joking way, like if it's joking. I just think that kind of like, I don't know.
Especially with high school
Hmm.
and all that, we're of course like really sensitive,
Hmm.
especially newer freshmen.
Right.
It's like first year, you're scared of all the potential things that can happen and all that, and then you just get 10 times more sensitive than you already were. Like in middle school, elementary, of course, you weren't thinking of like a job, you weren't thinking of like how am I going to pay rent soon or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
But would you recommend that, of course, tone it down,
Yeah.
kind of have an ego, like Gabe said, and not really listen to anyone, but you know hold value to your own.
I said you mess around a little, like get to understand what not Skyline, but like high school in general is like. Get to know the people who are going to be in your environment for the next 4 years, and definitely have the mindset of locking in and doing your stuff. Like I just obviously outside relationships and extra things outside of school is really important, but school is also very important. So yeah, mess around a little, you
Get your
know.
funds worth, but
Yeah,
actually
but you need
lock in.
just lock in. Yeah.
What's been like your biggest hardship throughout high school, or at least
The fear of disappointing my parents, the fear of becoming like people I don't want to be like, and definitely being alone. Like my biggest fear in high school was being alone, not having any good friends. But boom, I'm still friends with that girl from seventh grade. She's got my back. Being alone, yeah. I didn't have a really good support system ninth grade, other than my mom. But my mom had always been an inspiration. Like my mom was always good in school. My mom went to college. My mom has a really, really good job. My mom makes really, really good money. My father, a big
big?
bird to him.
Hmm.
Yeah. He was a dropout. He went to juvie. He did a lot of crazy things, and I'm just glad that didn't reflect onto me.
But for sure, you'd say that high school, like I don't know, it. Would you say that high school made you think about that a lot more? Actually, made you realize like the bigger picture and things, like all the other routes
Yeah.
that things happen, and then made you realize that you want to go on this exact one, and you're gonna
Mhm.
push your hardest to do it.
Ninth grade, I wanted to drop out instantly. I wanted to be a dropout. I wanted to go party. I wanted to go do anything else any crazy teenager would want to do. Same as sophomore year, I got really, really depressed. I had really, really bad social anxiety. I had really bad separation anxiety from a lot of people. And then that ended up them distancing themselves. And so I was like, oh. But yeah. And then junior and sophomore year, I was like, I don't want to be like those people anymore. I don't want to have that mindset anymore. I don't want to be just, I don't want to do that. That
Yeah.
was not me. I don't want to go out and party. I don't want to go and do drugs. I don't want to go and drink. Like that's not for me.
Would
My
you, my bad.
No,
Would
you're
you
good.
say that Skyline, the people that like are coming in, with Elsie saying that we're kind of on a downgrade, do you think our new students are having an issue with that, doing all those bad stuff, drugs, partying, procrastinating, not really caring about their schooling and all that? Do you think,
Yeah.
yeah, big
I
issue?
was friends with some of the younger, you know, the younger what do you
Younger kids,
yeah, the
people,
younger kids. I had as a senior, I had sophomore friends, freshman friends, and I noticed the one thing they always wanted to do was go do crazy shenanigans and go get drunk, get high, and I was like as a senior, I was like, wow, like I was once like this, and that's really like just sad.
crazy,
It's
makes
so
you,
crazy.
yeah,
Like I was like I wasn't like seeing myself, but I was seeing like what my mindset was when I was everyone else's age. I was like, wow, I
and
was
how,
just like that. And seeing me now, like that's disgusting.
yeah, and then how like easily influenced we can be and all
Hmm.
that.
Yeah, peer pressure was a big thing. Peer pressure is a huge thing in school. Um, don't ever feed into it. I know there's a lot of people out there, don't feed into peer pressure. Like, seriously, do not feed into it.
What are your ways to fight against peer pressure?
Um, mature, maturity.
Yeah, but
Oh,
most students don't have that just yet.
yeah. Over the years, you will understand that you don't need a big friend group. You don't need to go do all these crazy things to impress yourself. You'd be whipping that. Yeah, you don't need to go and impress people. Um, just be you. Honestly, be you. And once that maturity hits, like I realized, like drama is stupid. I realized, like it just hit me, like literally last year, that I don't need drama. Like all these people, I'm never gonna see again, unless, again, they are gonna be the ones clapping for you in the crowd. And I hope that you and me and everyone else that we were all friends with and who are still we're still friends with eventually find our ways back in the future.
Yeah, but would you say there are some ways to realize that quickly, or at least what you've seen in people, at least what you've seen in yourself? Like, really, I don't know. For sure, like, would you say overthinking kind of helped you with that?
Yeah, I would scare myself shitless. Like I would tell myself, okay, if I don't do this, I'm not going to graduate. And that was kind of like me pressuring myself to be better in school. Like I do this thing where I convince myself if I don't do something right, then nothing good is going to happen. And that's what kind of got me through like high school. But then it kind of got really like unhealthy. It got really unhealthy actually. I
Did
ended
it
up
help with
having
your anxiety?
Yeah, I ended up having to go. I started counseling towards the end of last year, all throughout the summer, and I recently graduated counseling just a few months ago. So,
Mm. Would you say, of course, like you wanting to be better than people around you,
mhm.
determining yourself, like saying what you just said and other things, would you say that there's any other like ways that helped you get through high school besides your friends, like what I just listed? Is there anything else?
Seeing the opportunities like other people have, like just seeing people who have succeeded. Like once you graduate high school, um, and you get a good job, you have a lot of free time. You'll be making money. You can get the things you want, and yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Would you say that Skyline has is like doing better with their new students?
yeah.
For sure.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, from where I started to where I'm ending, I can see a lot of improvement with caring for students. I can, you know, I'm probably going to say a lot of things a lot of people don't want to hear, and it's going to sound really, really cocky of me, but like I genuinely think your freshman year is going to be a buzz. You're If you have the mindset like, oh, I don't want to go do this, you're going to end up there. Um, you're going to be like, I don't want to go to school, and you'll end up skipping, and then you'll end up losing, your credits or whatever, and you'll end up having to make up those 300 absences you have. If
Not
you
good.
Yeah, if you have the mindset of not wanting to do something, it won't happen.
Yeah.
Like it genuinely won't. Like you will not get anywhere. When you have the mindset of like, oh, I want to do good in school, I want to try, I'm going to put the effort in, then you're going to get somewhere.
Okay. This is some good things me and Isaiah should be hearing, but he's gone, sadly, again. I'm sorry, Isaiah. It's very sad. I feel very hurt without him again, once again. But would you say, like, what are some, like, mental health coping mechanisms that you've experienced and, like, actually use? And what are some ways or methods you should recommend to Skyline? Like Eagle Rock, we have a chill room or whatever. You go in there for like 15 minutes if you're having like a panic attack or anything. Do you think Skyline should have something like that? Do you think they should add like a club that really like a what's the word? I can't say it right now. I'm not trying to butcher it. You don't even know what. Okay, anyway, like a class that really goes into like what you're thinking, like how you feel and all that. Really let the students realize, mature quickly, like you said, get that snap, hit them like a train, whatever, and then for sure help them with ways of mental health coping mechanisms throughout their entire year.
Yeah, so I think Skyline should add like a room or something like that. Or, I mean, if you want to do this like I did, I got outside counseling. Great counselor, by the way. Tuller is a great place to go. A lot of people are like, oh, I don't want to go to counseling because my counselors are going to tell my parents this. The law is if you are telling your counselor that you want to hurt yourself, if you are wanting to hurt others, they have to report it. You can tell them like, oh, like I used to have these thoughts, I used to, this is what I did. They're not really going to say anything. Like I know that was a lot. Some of my friends didn't want to go to outside counseling because their biggest fear was like, oh, my counselor is going to tell my parents this. When obviously your counselor is going to have to tell your parents things if you're telling them that you want to,
Yeah.
you
No.
know like it's not like one of those things where like, oh, I'm going to, this because it's helping me. That shit does not help. It really really doesn't. And coming from someone who went through all of that, I'm glad I got the help I needed. Nothing was said to my parents if that is what you were fearing. Um, and the fear of telling your parents things, don't be scared because your parents are there for you. Um, they're always going to be there to help. The fear that they're going to have of you doing something that's going to jeopardize your life. I I want to be a mom one day, and if my child came to me and they were like, "Mom, this is how I feel. This is what I did," I would I would be scared, and I would want my kid to go get professional help. I wouldn't put my kid like down or whatever because I know there's some kids at Skyline who do not come from good homes, who don't have a good support system. That's what I'm saying. Like, find a good support system. Like, that's what will help you get through high school.
But for sure, add the chill room if you
Yeah,
could
add a
change
chill
it.
room.
Yeah.
Add a chill room. Um, yeah.
I've seen some things about some schools having therapists in their like they have their own little office, like our counselors, they have their own offices and all that.
But
But
are you
I've seen
talking like
some
a top tier therapist, like an
like a
actual
good yeah,
outside
like a
Yeah.
good one. Yeah.
Yeah, I when I lived in Twin Falls, I had a counselor in Twin Falls. Surprise, surprise. I had a really, really rough patch going. It was fifth through sixth grade, and my outside counselor ended up coming to my middle school that I was going to at the time, and she ended up being the counselor there.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, like we're gonna be helped. Like she was a good counselor. Like there are so many people who do care about other people and want you to do good, and you just have to, like there are people that care about you, that want you to do good.
That's good.
Yeah.
But for sure, add those two things in the school. You think
Yes,
that would be
Skyline, add those things.
Adam, get the funds from the football team and put it into that. But throughout this entire interview, I know that you have something else you need to go do. But throughout this entire interview, is there one thing you want to say? Any question?
Um,
She holds her phone like a grandma.
okay. I want to ask you real quick. Do you have any questions for me with me being a senior and you being
What are some ways? What are like some classes you recommend a student to take?
um
Of course, everyone wants to go throughout their own path, have their own like interests and all that with like mechanics, welding, whatever, right? But what are
if
some like
good
big things you
classes?
want
Well, if I were you, what you're sophomore? If I were you, junior year, I would start. Do you want to go to college?
to? Not really.
Well, and this would still look good on like any resume that you would have, and this is to everyone else. Once you hit your junior year, take as much dual credit classes as you can, because it's not just high school credits you're getting, it's also college credits that you're getting. Even if you don't want to go to college, you will still have some of those college credits.
Look really smart.
Yeah, I'm taking college French. I've taken French since I was a freshman. Love Madame You knew, by the way. I'm taking college English because I want to major in journalism, and so English is something you're gonna have to learn.
Yeah,
Yeah,
currently.
and this was just something you had to take, but AP government, well, yeah, you're gonna have to take a government class, but I'm taking AP, which is college level. Um,
How's that like?
it's, it's a lot easier than it should be. I will tell you that. Brett is a good teacher. He's a really, really good teacher. I would recommend Brett. But yeah, take as much college credit classes as you can as a high schooler. That will help you fulfill so much
That's good.
more. Oh, and just to throw this in, my favorite color is blue, by the way.
Oh, wow.
My favorite artist is ASAP Rocky.
Me too, yo. Me
Love
too.
ASAP. My favorite car. I'm not. I would love me a Skyline, a Nissan Skyline GTR or 34.
R34.
Matte
Oh,
black.
wow.
Yeah.
That black? Ooh, wow.
Or white with black rims, or black with like those like really colorful chrome rims.
Yeah. Do you like the orange? How they
Orange.
came with orange? Yeah, like the Paul Walker special. You don't know that livery?
I
Doggone it, bro. How does she not? How do you not know that?
I'm not like really into cars. Like the Skyline GTR was like,
Thing you've
or
seen throughout the entire.
yep.
Yeah,
It's always just been I've had that dream car since forever ago.
that's
But
one of my dream cars too.
one of my dream cars right now is that blue Ford Focus.
I'll pop up
I
the
want
picture
that.
that she's talking about. That's it.
I I'm not really a big car person. I do know a little bit about cars, but
For sure,
that
that
Ford
Ford.
Focus, yeah, I want that car. But yeah, I color blue is my favorite. ASAP Rocky, love him.
Since you're
Um,
an unk, what's your dream job?
a reporter.
A
That's what I'm
reporter.
going to college for actually. Well, university, I guess technically. I want to be a journalist, so that means I will be going around. I want to stay in Idaho. I don't plan on leaving Idaho. Born, raised in Idaho. I
Yep.
love
Don't
Idaho.
leave.
I have traveled around the states of Idaho. I did fly out overseas to Hawaii. That was fun.
Yeah.
If my plan does change to leave Idaho, I would move to Hawaii. I could
Mm-mm.
definitely see myself as a island girl.
Yeah. Really expensive.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, so I would be staying in Idaho. I would be meeting a lot of new people. I would be doing interviews like this. I would be reporting. But yeah, I love talking. I love talking to new
Mm.
people. I I don't know, I just new experiences, seeing how other people view things, what their thoughts are. I would love that.
Perfect. Well, amazing interview. Thank you so much, Jenny Shaw.
Thank you.
Amazing. Hit her up on if you see her on any other social she may have. I don't know. But anyway, I love you, my Homo sapiens. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please follow me and Isaiah. We'll pop it up somewhere. Follow the Kickback Podcast account. Subscribe to the channel. Like the videos. Like this one because Jenny is pretty cool.
Yeah,
If you see her on the news at some point,
that's me.
that's her. But
Remember this interview.
you remember this interview. But anyway, I love you, my Homo sapiens. I'm gonna call it here. Bye bye. I love you. Ooh, wow.